But first things first, Abel, we wanted to get to know you a little bit better. So could you give us a little backstory on yourself and how you went from discovering this industry into your first job? Like, how did you get into lighting and doing this whole thing?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think I've always liked lighting. I went to film school. It was a 2-year film school. That's the only degree I have, which is not a degree. It's something. It's a diploma. But I graduated in cinematography. That was my focus in film school. So I've worked in fashion photography and cinematography for the first 2 or 3 years of my career.
Mm-hmm.
But then I started doing a lot of color correction for in color timing. That's how we call it, and just like getting like, oh, this shot is too yellow, this shot is too blue, and kind of doing these color corrections. And then I started being hired to do that more than going on set because I was really good with computers and colors. And so people started hiring me just to do that instead. And then, can you add some motion graphics? And I was like, sure, I can add a title. And then that snowballed into me saying, okay, I want to work in visual effects. This is what I really like to do. So within this industry. So I came to Canada to work in this industry because this is probably like the strongest place that I could come to work in visual effects.
Mm-hmm.
So my first job here was as roto and paint for visual effects.
What was the first project that you worked on?
Oh, my first project. My first project was it was a TV show. I forgot the name now. It's about it's post-apocalyptic aliens.
Nice.
It's very big, but I forgot the name. It's by Steven Spielberg's company. I forgot the name.
Oh, okay. I should know this. If anyone knows it, this would be a good opportunity to try out the chat window here in Zoom.
Yeah. So, but my first credit was on Twilight. Breaking
nice.
Dawn Part 2. That was the first time I saw my name in the credits. It was really fun because I hadn't seen the other movies, but I brought all my friends to see my name in the credit. I was like, ignore the movie if you don't like it. Just wait for the credit.
You just showed up like at the last 5 minutes of the movie.
Oh, it's so much better than I expected. I should have watched the rest. I was like, oh my god, this is intense.
That's really good.
But in time, I got an internship at Sony, the lighting internship they have there.
Mm-hmm.
That's in 2012, and it was my first contact with Katana. So it was a while ago, and that's when I started building a demo reel on lighting. So I kept doing compositing, and then I started being able to do lighting and compositing in visual effects, and then I managed to go only lighting, and then I finally got into feature animation, just lighting. So it's been a long transition from set back to lighting.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so